hello. Hang on, let me get myself adjusted it real quick here. Hello, everybody. Welcome into Brainley's virtual tour live. So glad to have you all here this morning. Oh, we have a lot to talk about, don't we? We got Zeus on deck once again. They're giving away money, but question is, does anybody believe that the money is legal? Allegedly, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Okay, just going to say that. Stephen A. Smith wants to debate somebody, but I don't think it's the move that he should do. But hey, we'll talk about that. Just hilarious. Now, y'all know allegedly she is the new co-host of the Breakfast Club, but then DJ Envy, Sherman the God, said that they have done all the co-hosting that they're going to do. So what's happening with that? Then blood test, y'all. You're probably wondering, well, what's the blood test about? Well, there is a blood test that could help you find something that everyone eventually goes through. Well, not everybody, but some people go through. But anyway, it's a huge resource that could change the game. I'll tell you about it. Camille Cosby. It's still a bit Bill Cosby, but a lot of people may or may not have been wondering about the estate of Bill Cosby. We'll talk about that. And then finally, there is a new trend in dating. I know you guys are thinking moaning and dating. I know what you guys were thinking, like, really? We got to talk about, here we go. Higher is weighing low is available. But either way, we are live on tour. You see the virtual tour background. Get myself adjusted here because I just ate some waffles. Just ate some waffles here. You see the virtual tour background, you hear the virtual tour music, and then there is me. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Good morning to you. Oh, my Lord. We got a lot to talk about. So y'all ready for this? Because we do have to talk about. All right. Let me get the present screen up. All right. So hang on. Let me refresh the page here. Okay. Now, I'm just going to let y'all know that this is allegedly real, okay? So this comes to us from the Jasmine brand, one of our biggest sources here, but let's play it and see.
Daddy's is our flagship show, and is doing incredibly well. And I know that this Saturday we're holding the Baddies Caribbean's auditions, right, in Miami. So we're super excited about that series, and we wanted to do something a little different. People have been inquiring about working with Zeus in so many different ways: talent, content partners, writers, directors, producers, but specifically with Baddies, we just wanted to do something different this year. So I thought it would be cool. Right? This Saturday, while we're holding the auditions, okay, we wanted to give back to some of our hottest Baddies fans. We wanted to do something different. So we're gonna be giving away $100,000. Okay? We're gonna be giving away $100,000. Baddies is our flagship.
So you heard that? Okay, here's the rest of it. Sorry, y'all.
Oh, we are. So we're gonna be giving away $100,000 for all the girls. Not to all the girls. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. We're gonna be giving away $100,000 to 20 contestants that are competing. So last year, we just pretty much every time we hold the auditions, we give some of the girls pink tickets, and we are pretty much looking to cast certain folks. So we just wanted to do something different this time. Because $100,000 is a lot of money, and I just wanted to make sure we gave back, and we gave back to 20, contestants that auditioned. So we're gonna give away $5,000 to 20 girls. That makes up $100,000. Oh no, we are. So we're gonna be.
So listen. Hey, Jazzy J. Hey, Nikki News. Welcome in. Glad to have y'all here. $5,000. Now, $5,000 is $5,000, okay? However, it's only going to be the top 20 ladies. And usually for these auditions, they usually never use the women that they audition, right? So, American Idol, when you see a singer, usually at least they end up on, Hollywood Week or whatever, right? I don't know if all money is good money because that's what I believe. Like, y'all remember the $1 million deal that's supposed to be happening with Rap Queens West, right? And I'm just like, from what I hear of Zeus, that they don't really pay people well enough. So, like, you do realize that the top 20 ladies will be receiving $5,000, but it just will be for that audition. It won't be 5 grand an episode. You know what I mean? Now, here's the thing, right? Now, I've never been on a reality show, never been a part of a reality show cast. But, okay, if I was paid $5,000 per episode for 20 episodes, that's $100,000. I wouldn't mind that. That's $100,000 check at the end of it. You know what I mean? I would just be very smart with my coins, checks and coins. In the words of Tamar Esteem Braxton. But yeah, let's see what the comment section is saying. All black women that born were supporting that bullish and working for this bum is network. Damn shame SMH 115 likes. Right, we gotta do better. Mama's gotta eat. I mean, I hate them too, but y'all can't blame them without holding the entire Hollywood accountable. Exactly what I said. All those black women have jobs and they paying bills. Would you prefer it to be a room full of YouTube women? I think that's what she was trying to say. YouTube women. You missed the point. My point is, how can they work out a network that supports making us look bad and not feel some type of way about it? All money ain't good money. This, and I wonder why we gotta be captain save them. They're grown. Wholeheartedly agree. What BS? What BS you mean? Black culture preach. So you mad at him for hiring staff full of black people. If you don't like it, don't watch. But it's helping people feed their families and kids. See, here's the thing, right? That is such a how can I put this? That is such a low hanging fruit argument because, and I only say that because family and kids are the most important thing, right? But you can't keep using that excuse, or you can't keep using that reasoning when you are basically allowing black women to be stereotypes and y'all allow fights to happen. You know what I mean? That's just me. It's terrible. All they care about is getting paid. Who said I was watching? I don't watch this bullish. So basically, act a fool and get 5K. I hear he likes to trade favors. He give you money, you have to give him cat. From what I heard, can we see something new? Like, what if there was a show like The Apprentice where you can find the newest team member for the Zeus network? Interesting idea. See what the response is. Well, now that kind of show would make black people look good. It would put us in a good light, and the network can't have that. We gotta fight each other. That part. Wait, is it not letting me like the comment? Oh, hang on, y'all. Wait a minute. Hang on. There we go. Okay, it's letting me like the comment. This is terrible. This nonsense is just spreading, and the stereotypes are being fulfilled. Sounds like an auction. 5K is 3 drinks at a restaurant on South Beach. Get on it. I love all the comments who realize this is BS. Where's money coming from? Don't forget the law over there is different than the America. Look up all abroad, all black female edition rather. Just cancel them all. A trash can emoji. Wow. Sad that people will sign up. Y'all sell y'all so for cheap. That's it, man. Y'all might as well get that from y'all sugar daddy because it's not worth all the fighting, not worth all the drama, fighting, messing up your image. So you see a lot of people. They're going to the Caribbean to act like an ass. Locked up abroad baddie edition. Oh, that's what they were trying to. You know what? Locked up abroad, all female. Okay, gotcha. Now I was like, wait a minute, where do we go with this? And they did a whole paragraph. But I'm gonna read it and then we'll move on. No shade to the black showrunner behind Zeus. It's all love, but every show they seem to produce is low vibrational that further perpetuates violence and shamefulness for our people. What purpose does these shows have? Even serves the core, its core audience, mainly made up of our own people. It's not uplifting or empowering in any way whatsoever. Instead of instead or furthering perpetuating violence against one another and advocating for this sort of behavior. The Zeus Network and its producers of the show um, should have stirred those involved into the direction of resolving issues they're facing instead of further perpetuating for a bag. We as black people have gone and are going through enough as it is already in this country. I'm your president. This is an issue for them. Why add insult to injury by giving them the opportunity to mock and laugh at us instead of resolving the issues that disturb us? All parties involved in these shows truly need therapy, counseling to heal from any underlying trauma they genuinely face. I'm genuinely praying that God will provide a miracle working power and healing over each and every one of time and send forth those who will assist them in their journey, healing medically, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. May the precious blood of Jesus cover and soak them, cover with God's hedge of protection over their crowns, from the crown of their heads to the sole of their feet, complete and the total healing over the mind, body, and soul. The genuine people who look out for their many best interests at heart. That was a long paragraph, but 7 likes though, and we got some amens. Bruh, I don't know what you seem to think black culture is, but walk down Ocean Drive, Miami, and you'll see that's how blacks act. They ain't doing nothing but put a camera to it. These people aren't acting. That's just how they are. But also to Supreme KLP 88, 888. That's not everybody in Miami, though. So here's the thing, right? So there was a show called Bad Girls Club. That was on Oxygen, right? So Oxygen was a woman's network before it switched over to true crime. And Oprah had a stake in Oxygen. She had a show called After the Show. So Bad Girls Club was just basically, actually, you know what? Let's just look it up, damn it. Let's just look up Bad Girls Club. Bad Girls Club. All right, here we go. Here it is here. So this is where, Bad Girls, this is where baddies came from. The show focused on altercations and physical confrontations from 7 aggressive, quarrelsome, and unruly women. They were featured on the show as charismatic tough chicks. The casting Bad Girls enjoyed a luxurious lifestyle mansion for 3 months, in which they obeyed specific rules. Their lives inside outside the house were recorded by a production team. Bad Girls Club has at least aired on 7 other networks: Sky Living in the United Kingdom, in Ireland, MTV Australia, New Zealand, Russia, RTL5 in the Netherlands, TV11 in Sweden, SIC Radical in Portugal, Velvet in the Philippines, and Channel V in Southeast Asia. If a cast member violated production rules, she was evicted from the show, often replaced. The 4th season was the series' breakthrough season as Oxygen's first series to reach over 1 million views an episode. There were 4 spinoffs: Bad Girls Road Trip, Tanisha Gets Married, Tanisha Thomas, who just won House of Villains, by the way. Congratulations to her. Love Games, Bad Girls Need Love 2, and Bad Girls All-Star Battle. Bad Girls were renewed for a 17th season. Bad Girls Club East meets West. And then, like I said, they converted to a true crime format. On the series Future, NBC Universal Cable Entertainment Lifestyle Network president Francis Berwick said, Bad Girls Club at this stage, I don't see no Oxygen linear, suggesting that could air in non-linear form. Beyond that, we haven't figured it out yet. So that's how baddies came to be. You know what I mean? So it says here the format was one feature that continued from season 1 was the way it opened. Viewers were shown the biggest and most intense physical altercations of the season. The program went back to time before it happened. This fight usually gives you an idea of who's going to be the baddest, one of the baddest girls in the house. This altercation draws many viewers in and keep them wondering what happens next. The maximum age dropped from 31 to 28. The cast for season 2 were given mandatory nonprofit jobs to help them build up a work ethic and experience the stabilizing effect of being interdependent with others. Oh Lord, the girls were given jobs of planning, decision making, and build cooperation. Season 2 was the first and only season to do this. So bad girls usually form cliques, create havoc with parties at nightclubs, engage in sexual antics, all while trying to maintain their personal lives. So that's the background of Bad Girls Club, and that's the same thing that baddies are. They form cliques, they wreak havoc with parties at nightclubs, and engage in sexual antics. So that's what baddies is. And so when when Bad Girls Club did come back to Oxygen because they switched over to true crime, I understood why Bad Girls Club would come back to Oxygen because it's true crime. Like now, unless no, they can't do that anyway. Unless it's gonna be Bad Girls Club, who done it? But still, that wouldn't make any sense because for who done, you have to have some level of intelligence, which baddies. Do they have intelligence? Probably not. I'm not gonna say not, but the show is just done. But yeah, so that's it. So Saturday, January 12th, top 20 ladies receive $5,000. So this is a closed audition. Only registered applicants can participate. If you're not already registered, you will not be allowed on the premises. There's no on-site registration. So there is that. Good luck to all the baddies who will be at the Mana Wynwood. I never heard of the Mana Wynwood. Let's look that up and then we'll move on. Okay, let me see here. Okay, so this is the Mana. Sorry, y'all. So this is the Mana Wynwood right here. So that's the Mana Wynwood. Okay, that's where they're gonna be having the audition. So, and let me tell you something. This convention center looks like a good place to have a Friday Night Live party on TV. I can tell you that. You know what? See, that would be an idea. Zeus is Friday Night live from Miami, and you just have that set up. But that's what we would call creativity, being original, try to do something different. But they want drama, toxicity, and triflingness. So anyway, all right, more to come here on Virtual Tour Live. Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith wants to debate 45. Stephen A. Smith wants some debate smoke with 45 and says he can easily crush the former president on the debate stage. 45 has not taken part in any GOP presidential debates, but he's still the front runner for the Republican Party. I would love to be in a presidential debate. Smith said, I'll eat him alive and wouldn't run for the presidency, but I'll debate 45 any day of the week. Name the time, place, and I'll show up.
Would you ever run for office?
Hell no. Hell no.
You know why?
No.
You're
Why?
making a lot of money.
That's right. Right there.
Doing your thing.
Stop right there. If it wasn't, listen, I'm not going to give up. Listen, I'm on Howard Stern show, man. Let me be very candid. I'm not giving up my quality of life to earn $400,000 a year and be stressed every day.
Exactly.
It ain't happening. Okay, so
now that's factual. That's factual.
That's factual. I will. People gonna call me crazy. Obviously, I have my show First Take on ESPN every week. They want, right?
Yes.
It's a debate show. I would love to be in a presidential debate.
I think you do great.
Oh my! No, I'd eat him alive.
Yeah, but you wouldn't.
Howard
do it.
Stern.
You wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't run for the presidency, but I debate Trump any day of the week. Any day of the week. Name the time and place, and I'd show up.
Now, Stephen A. First of all, you are crazy. Dude, just know. It's not what you want. And not to mention, too, like, what would you say in the presidential debate, dude? Like, you do realize in order to be in the debate, they just don't. How can I put this right? Oh, hang on, y'all. I'm trying to get myself a just did. Lord help, we're live on tour. it's not like The View where, if someone's out, you can come in, right? You gotta, actually run for president. You gotta meet certain qualifications and requirements to even get on the debate stage. But like, what's your policy on education? What's your policy on domestic violence? What's your policy on international trade? Like, you're going to have to bring a level of intelligence. I'm going to say that's not Stephen A. Smith, but you're going to have to be bigger than sports. And I know that you've been trying to be bigger than sports for a good while now. You want to go into late night, okay? And you know what? I've been saying I wasn't going to do this. Okay. Now, he wants to go into late night TV. Now, you do realize late night TV is not the same as it used to be. And I was like, man, Stephen A. Smith is not funny. But if Stephen A. Smith did a... I forget about this. If he did a late night show where, he just took the hot topics of the day and did in Stephen A. Smith style, I think there could be some funniness there. Could be, right? So I'm going to show y'all this here. Now, you're probably wondering, Brandon, why are you showing us this? As soon as he wants to do it. There we go. Why are you showing us this? I'm so glad you asked. Let's look at the schedule, shall we? So this is for today. Okay, this is for today. Now, you see 11 p.m. as My Wife and Kids. Do you not know who owns Aspire TV? Do y'all not know who owns Aspire TV? I'm trying to find it here. Oh, here it is. About. So this is about Aspire. So this is Aspire TV here. So let me play this.
Aspire TV has been celebrating Black culture and urban lifestyle for 6 years. So live it up.
But always with style.
Dream big.
That movie was going to take me out of the stratosphere.
Play hard.
Ain't nothing gonna stop me tonight.
Shop with purpose.
Live your life to the fullest.
And eat well.
It's time to.
Happy anniversary, Aspire. See yourself here. Aspire is celebrating 10 years of Black culture and lifestyle entertainment, and we want to share the good vibes with you. Enter the Aspire See Yourself, Be Yourself sweepstakes, and one grand prize winner will win a weekend in our hometown of Atlanta. Enjoy the sights and sounds of the ATL Aspire style. Trip includes airfare, hotel, dinner at Chef G. Garvin's restaurant, and more. Secondary prize winners will receive an Aspire lifestyle kit. Enter now for your chance to win.
Okay, hang on. Let me see something.
Aspire. Receive an Aspire lifestyle drop and more. Secondary prize winners will receive an Aspire lifestyle kit. Enter now for your chance.
Oh, that was an old contest. Okay. I was about to say, yeah, that's an old contest. Anyway. But I show y'all all that. Oh my Lord. Eyebrow. Anyway. I show y'all all that, S-P-I-R-E. Because Stephen A. Smith wants to do late night TV, right? He wants to do late night TV. Watch this. Magic Johnson owns the network, Stephen A. He owns the network, Stephen A. So I look at it like this, bro. If you really want to do it, go for it. Go for it. That's what I would do, personally, if I were you. But hey, listen, the choices are yours and yours alone. But yeah, man, I don't think you should do politics because we're kind of tired of celebrities, trying to get into politics. Like Dr. Oz tried to get into politics, and I think he was making what, $20 million a year doing the Dr. Oz show for 1 hour work. He was making $20 million a year. And he lost it all. Talk show, everything. And then I think Jason Lee was trying to run for a representative role in California. Like, stop. Just say y'all ain't got nothing to do. Just say that. I know you have stuff to do, Stephen A. So I'm not talking about you. But I'm just saying, like, we don't need any more celebrities in politics. Hell, there's a thing called responsibility. Okay, let's roll on. More to come on Virtual Tour Live Morning Edition. All right, so y'all know Jess Hilarious reportedly was the new host of the Breakfast Club, but Shades, the Breakfast Club, said these ends are trash. Jess Hilarious hopped on Instagram to throw a few shots at the Breakfast Club on yesterday's episode. DJ Envy Sharma, the guy compared legendary singer Mary J. Blige to SZA, just did not agree with the takes. These ends are trash, he wrote. I know artists be pissed when old heads do this because now everybody's negatively comparing SZA to Mary J. Blige. Not even her fault. Sure, it has her own ID. Facepalm emoji. So let's see.
As an artist, the way we should.
Yes.
Do we really?
Absolutely.
I mean, she gets all the radio play and stuff like that.
She does.
I feel she could get more awards, which I'm sure she will. You know, Grammys the next month, so she'll get those accolades. But do we really appreciate the once in a generational talent she is?
No. We appreciate her music, right? Like you said, her song plays all the time, but her and what she does and how she performs in the songs that she writes
and how she does it.
No,
we don't. She still has the air of mystery about her. You know, she don't do a lot of press. She don't do a lot of interviews. You know, she just gives you the music. She don't flood you with music.
Correct.
You know, you get an album, then you get another album 5 years later.
Right.
Like she just does things the right way.
The amount of music she sells, the music that she writes, the facts that it's all over the radio, is streamed. Do we respect and support her as we should, as the star that she is? I don't think people do.
That's why I asked the question.
No.
I don't.
Music, yes, but as the star that she is, no.
Yeah, she's not put on the proper pedestal. I think she should be. She should be the bar for a lot of people.
Right.
For a lot of artists.
For new artists, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate comparing artists, but she is that next. Or
she's not next, she's now.
When I mean next, it's like
she's the now.
When I look at SZA, I look at and I don't want to compare.
No, I get what you're saying. That's what I mean.
Give me a moment.
The way we had our Mary J. Blige.
Right. That's why I was going to compare. She is this generation.
We had our Beyonce.
Correct.
We still got our Beyonce.
Yeah.
Right. We've had our Rihanna. We still got our Rihanna.
But
she's one of those.
Generation. Exactly.
I'm just saying she's on that top tier is what I'm saying.
I agree.
She's one of those.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree. Now,
hang on, let me go back.
Yeah, she's not put on the proper pedestal. I think she should be. She should be the bar for a lot of people.
Right.
For a lot of artists.
For new artists, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate comparing artists, but she is that next. Or
she's not next, she's now.
When I mean next, it's like
she's the now.
When I look at SZA, I look at and I don't want to compare.
No, I get what you're saying. That's what I mean. The way we had our Mary J. Blige.
Right. That's why I was going to compare. She is this generation.
We had our Beyonce.
Correct.
We still got our Beyonce.
Yeah.
Right. We've had our Rihanna. We still got our Rihanna.
But she's one of those. Generation. Exactly.
I'm just saying she's on that top tier is what I'm saying.
I agree.
She's one of those.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
So that is that there. Now, I saw this from its own site. Okay, now I don't know if this is true because even this person here says, "How do we go from making a major announcement to the gig has ended?" And then it says, "No, please keep her over there. She's going to be back over here begging us at Zeus for a job." So we're going to go through all of these jobs right here. We're going to go through all these replies. There's over 100 replies, y'all. I mean, and the replies just keep coming and keep coming and keep coming and keep coming and keep coming. I mean, Jesus Christ. Now, Lee, I don't know why you opened up your damn mouth. I don't know why. Because I don't know if y'all know, but she was on a plane and someone said that, why are you flying on Southwest or something like that? She got like a deal with Southwest Airlines. But here's the thing, like if there was a deal with Southwest Airlines would make a press release. They would say something on their social media, which they haven't. So you see, she better lemon pepper like the rest of y'all. She'll be good. Oh, child, she burned all bridges. Now let me send her the app though. Let me see here. Okay, she look cute. Girl, be quiet. All y'all over there sucking D to keep that job. So y'all been begging on y'all knees. 359 likes now. Because I have heard that. I have heard that. Absolutely. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see. Trying to see some more here. It looks like they're just repeating comments. Yeah, it just looks like they're repeating comments, y'all. Let me get all the way down. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, there we go. This is why I don't tell people things until it actually happens. She spoke too soon. They pulled that offer. But while she ain't get the job, she was great at it. Where are they negatively comparing her to Mary? She says she was up with them. It was compliment. Mary's alleged. The problem is everything y'all hear everything with negative ears, so y'all can't appreciate nothing positive. That's true. You know what I mean? I can definitely agree with that. But also too is like let an artist be an artist. You know what I mean? So I get both sides of the coin. Did she get fired on her day off? We don't know. Don't burn quit bridges, young queen, SMH. Dang, I wish we would handle situations more better. Everything been going down here for her ever since her breakup with Country Wayne. LL, she mad because she ain't a host, huh? Allegedly, we don't know if this is the reason. But here's the thing, right? Even if you're guest hosting, and I get that this could have been a reason, but also too, like on the Breakfast Club, they talk like that. They talk like, okay, you trash, you this, you that. So Jess was giving her take. So really, do I feel like she should be not the co-host for that? No. Because somebody's going, because our opinion is an opinion of some people of like, why are you comparing SZA to Mary J. Blige? Real talk. So anyway, we shall see. All right. So next story up for y'all. Very excited to bring y'all this story here. It's coming to us from rollingout.com. New blood test could detect Alzheimer's disease. I'm saying that again. New blood test could detect Alzheimer's disease. Medical breakthrough detecting the illness. An innovative new blood test is being developed to detect the sign of Alzheimer's disease. New research has suggested that the test could actually be just as good as detecting the signs of Alzheimer's disease as lumbar punctures. This study is a hugely welcome step in the right direction, as it shows that blood tests can be just as accurate and as more invasive and expensive tests at predicting if someone has features of Alzheimer's disease in their brain, said Dr. Richard Oakley, the Associate Director of Research and Innovation at the Alzheimer's Society. Furthermore, it suggests results from these tests could be clear enough not to require further follow-up investigations for some people living with Alzheimer's disease, which could speed up the diagnosis pathway significantly in the future. However, we still need to see more research across different communities to understand how effective these blood tests are across everyone who lives with Alzheimer's disease. Meanwhile, Dr. Shinona Scales, the Director of Research at Alzheimer's Research UK, believes the new test has huge potential to revolutionize diagnosis for people suspected with Alzheimer's. This study suggests that measuring levels of a protein called PTAU 217 in the blood could be as accurate as currently used lumbar punctures for detecting the biological hallmarks of Alzheimer's disease, and superior to a range of other tests currently under development. Dr. Scales explained, this adds to a growing body of evidence that this particular test has huge potential to revolutionize diagnosis for people with suspected Alzheimer's, she added. So let me see what lumbar punctures are. I have no idea what lumbar punctures are. So right here, so lumbar punctures, as it shows here, give it a moment, y'all, give it a moment. So lumbar puncture is also known as a spinal tap. It's a medical procedure which a needle is inserted to the spinal canal, mostly common use for cerebral palsy cerebral spinal fluid for diagnosis testing. The main reason for a lumbar puncture is to help diagnose diseases of the central nervous system, including the brain and spine. So here it is here. So let's do that. So a needle goes through your skin and it hits the vertebrae. So basically being able to just take, a needle into your arm and extract blood to be able to see that protein, which is called PTAU217, is more non-invasive. So that is amazing news. Hopefully that blood testing will happen. And all good stuff there. Wanted to bring y'all that story. And this is the thing about this show. You get a little bit of everything on this channel, and I've been noticing that more medical stories have been coming in through the tours. And I love the fact that I'm able to bring you guys something positive with medicine, because a lot of times with medicine we hear, especially with COVID and all the, vaccines and this and that and the third, that can be overwhelming being a patient. And sometimes there's not good news in the medical world. So I'm glad that this news can really help. Not to mention, too, it can also start the prevention of Alzheimer's earlier. Or if you are diagnosed with it, it can make a more stable plan for you to figure out how to move forward. So very, very awesome with that. All right. More coming up here on Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all you here. All right. So this next story, it's an exclusive from Radar Online. It's the first time that I think I've used Radar Online. So Bill Cosby's wife, Camille, is in control of the $400 million estate as money issues pile up. Yeah, $400 million. Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on. It was reported at one point in time for $400 million. So it says here, sources connected to the famous family told Radar Online that Bill and Camille are struggling, and she has the power of attorney over his assets and estate, meaning she technically has the right to do which means technically she has the right to do what she wants with his fortune. When it comes to assets, everything's under Camille, an insider said, adding that she was granted power of attorney when her husband was serving 3 years in a Pennsylvania prison for the 2004 sexual assault of Temple University executive Andrea Costed. The comedian's health became an issue when he was in prison. So despite the money woes, they are still solid. Bill underwent two life-sustaining surgeries in 2019 to clear blockage in his left and right carotid arteries. His high blood pressure also became a concern. Bill Cosby show stars seemingly deteriorating health while inside prison was the reason why they decided to put Camille in charge. RadarOnline.com was told. The insider shared the plan was to remove her as the power of attorney after he was released from incarceration in 2021 when his sexual assault conviction was overturned, but it never happened. Radar Online has reached out to Bill's rep, Andrew Ryan, who told us no comment. So, at one point in time, it was $400 million, but now, with all the lawsuits and the medical bills, it's not the same money. But good damn, $400 million. That's a lot of money, though. It's a lot of money. Like, you could wake up and not do a damn thing. If I had $500 million, would I still be doing Virtual Tour Live with y'all? I probably would, because guess what? I actually like doing it, like real talk. I'm just looking at my phone for notifications, if anything. Okay, no. Nope. So yeah, there is that. And then finally, y'all, finally, here's this story. This comes to us from Essence.com. So I found this story interesting. Morning dates are in. Here's all you need to know about dawn dating. The newest trend taking over the dating world is the perfect romance strategy for singles who are morning people. Morning people rejoice because of the newest dating trend, dawn dating. Dawn dating is a trending name for going on morning date. The dating app Badu found that 51% of its users have been on a morning date recently or more or curious about. 71% will be flattered and impressed if their crush asks them to go on the date in the morning. The concept is appealing for several reasons, like being present, fully engaged in the date, being removed from end of the day fatigue or pesky responsibilities, or having the chance to have the rest of the day yourself. Badu surveyed 1,000 singles and found that as respondents prefer a morning date because they didn't have to sacrifice a social life or change evening plans with friends. So here's how this works, okay? The dating app also reported there's been a rise in morning dates as opposed to evening dates. They found 51% of singles have been on a date before 10 a.m. or interested on going on one, ushering in a new dating era. However, or additionally, 37% of respondents felt like they got to know their morning date on a deeper level by use of the dawn dating technique, as morning dates tend to carry over fewer expectations regarding intimacy and sex than evening dates. The fewer expectations on the date naturally lead to comfortability or organic connection without the added pressure or stress. Also, for people trying to wean themselves off of alcohol, a morning date can be a viable option. According to the survey, 43% of respondents were relieved of not having to have the option of drinking alcohol while dating or being sober on the actual date. However, if you're on the fence about trying dawn dating this year, consider some benefits because you're not a morning person. You can add time back to your day. The benefit of waking up early is that it adds time to your overall day. If you decide to go on a date in the morning, it won't cause a rupture to your evening schedule, which can affect your social life with other loved ones. Okay, here, let's see. You can relax after a busy day. Most times after a long day of work, dating can be challenging to do during the weekday. Dawn dating allows you to pencil in an outing when it's convenient for you during the most opportune time in the morning. When you have enough energy to get to know someone, it's more affordable. Dating can be difficult and expensive. Dawn dating helps you save money by doing relatively free and cost-effective date ideas like a morning walk, coffee, breakfast instead of a dinner date, which usually includes a high-priced dinner, cocktails, and some form of entertainment. You can learn more about a person by going on dates in the morning. You can see the person for who they are, including their habits. You'll be able to discern if they're more in person, love to work out, or consistently hungover. Dawn dating helps determine if this is a person you want someone in your orbit. Well, I mean, here's the thing, right? I think it's a novel idea, dawn dating. I never heard of dawn dating until I seen this article. Would I go on a date at 10 a.m.? I'll say this. If I felt interested in the young lady, I would say, yeah, like, going over to Dunkin' Donuts, getting me a cold brew coffee. And the way I would do that is like, hey, what's your order? And, I wouldn't think nothing else about it. And then now you got to make sure the order's right before you do this. But it's like, hey, can I get a grand macchiato, 2 sugars, 1 cream, and a little bit of white chocolate? She was like, that's what you asked me for? My order? You remembered my order. That can be points, right? So I think dawn dating is interesting. Would I do it? Like I said, if I'm interested in the young lady, sure. So yes, indeed. Let me type in dawn dating. Okay, so here is news about dawn dating. So there are some articles here about dawn dating. I mean, listen, what do y'all think about it? I mean, would y'all, on a morning date at 10 a.m.? I mean, it's 10 a.m., right? So, like, I don't know, by the time 10 a.m. comes, you've already kind of had your day started, you know what I mean? So, but it does force you to get up and get out of your routine and things like that. So, but yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Go ahead and say hey to trending real quick. Oh, it's gonna start at 12. Hang on. There we go. Hey, two people, welcome in. Glad to have you here. We're just chilling, talking about dawn dating. It's basically a trend where people go on dates in the morning. So, like I said, I don't know if I would add that to my routine. I feel like this: if you have an at-home job and you're working at like Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or whatever, or IHOP or Waffle House, then maybe dawn dating could work, right? I don't know. I feel like that would be hello, only alarm, only zone alarm. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. We're just talking about dawn dating this morning. It's where oh Lord. But basically you go on a date at 10 a.m. It's morning dating. I don't know if I would do it though. I really don't know. Because like I said, I don't even do my morning edition of my show until 11 a.m. Right? So if I really like my sleep like that, I don't know if dawn dating would work for me. But I do feel like that would be an interesting concept to see, in terms of it would be an interesting concept to see if I saw it done through like maybe a YouTube series or something like that, then maybe. But yeah, so yep, we are just chilling. Glad to have all of you here. Hey, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Just chilling out here. Just chilling. Oh man, that was a good show. That was a very, very good show. Yes, indeed, that was a good show. I don't know why I sounded Irish when I said that, by the way. That was a good show. But yes, indeed, it was. It was. I may have to bring that up to some people I'm talking to as kind of like a YouTube series, maybe. But we'll see. We will see. Oh man, everybody is going in. Oh Lord, this Martell thing, man. I mean, honestly, I'm not even going to front with y'all. I'm kind of sick of Martell, honestly. Like, really, I'm like done. I am absolutely done. Now, I already responded to, Carlos King already, but now Martell with this, really, just, Lord Jesus, I can't. Like, dude, you did what you did. Move the hell on. Just move on. I can't do it. I can't do it. Hey, Revelation 2023, welcome in. Glad to have you here. We're just chilling at this point. We're talking about dawn dating. So apparently, I didn't know that this was a trend. I'll bring it back up for y'all. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry. So this is a new trend where if you're a morning person, you use the morning to date people, allegedly. So that's what dawn dating is all about. It says here, 50 in this study comes to us from Badu, BADDO, Badu.com. So 51% of singles have been on a date before 10 a.m. or interested in going on one. Like I said, I don't know if I would do dawn dating. I mean, before 10 a.m., like, I like my sleep. To be honest with you, I really do like my sleep. But then again, though, I mean, who knows? You know what I mean? Anything is possible. And by the way, y'all see that right there coming out on Valentine's Day, Bob Marley, One Love. is coming out. That's a biopic that looks really, really good. Just want to show that some love as well. But yeah, I don't know if I would do Dawn Day. Hang on, y'all. Give me a moment. Give me a momento. Like I said, I don't know if I would do Dawn dating, to be completely honest with you. I just really don't know. I think if it's the right person, maybe, but like you gotta really like want to see them. But that's just me, though. Sorry, I'm in Trendon's live too. I'm trying to support everybody, damn it. But anyway, glad to have y'all here. I gotta get I'm gonna get the topics ready for tonight's show at 6 p.m. Now, of course, y'all know we will be talking about Martell Holt. Lord help. Listen, whatever information he has is gonna be BS anyway. You know what I mean? It's just like, dude, the season is over. And they're already shooting season 7. Like, dude, just let this die out. Okay, give yourself a break. Just Jesus Christ, man. Like, just some people don't know when to quit. They really don't. Like, I mean, at this point, with Carlos, no, I don't want to see it. Nope. I was just thinking about like maybe Carlos, maybe not Carlos, but maybe that's what I'm saying. Thank you. That's why I'm exactly saying, like, who am I going to get up in the morning for? Like, now listen, I know that some of y'all may say, well, if it was Jill Scott Braylon, you would get up at 10 a.m. No, I will already be at the house. Okay, because our chemistry would be that dynamic. But that's neither here nor there. The point is, like Revelation 23 said, only someone I know. Other than that, I don't want to entertain anyone during my morning. Right. Not to mention, too, like, you got to get up, they got to get up. And I think the reason why evenings are better, even though it's a lot of responsibilities in the evening, is because guess what? You're cognizant, right? At 10 a.m., it's like, okay, hey, let me get a coffee, bro. Yeah, let me get some croissant sandwiches. So how are you? How are you? I'm good. I woke up. Me too. Like, really? Like, is this what we're doing, though? Like, I sincerely don't get it. I sincerely don't get it. Like, it boggles my mind. It boggles my mind. I sincerely do not get it. But, hey, listen, it's a new trend. It's a new trend. I mean, honestly, like I said, I don't know. Like you said, it would have to be someone I know or someone I actually want to get to know. That would have to be the case. That would have to be the case. So yes, indeed. Asian and Purple Queen. There we go. So yes, indeed. Hey, maybe have a marketplace at MelloCon. Sorry, I'm in Trendon's chat too. Mellow, M-E-L-O, Con. Where entrepreneurs can sell their products. Trendon can sell her t-shirts and hoodies. There we go. But yes, how are y'all doing this morning? It's 55 minutes after 11 a.m. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. Man, oh, man. By the way, how do y'all feel that this Saturday will be the first Saturday without Love and Marriage Huntsville? Are y'all feeling okay? Because let me tell you something, I'm feeling good. I'm not even going to front with y'all. Like, it's nice not to be able to deal with the show for a minute, just to be able to have a break. But also too, it's just like with this Martell interview, it's just like it's just a distraction, and it's working because everybody's talking about it. But still, it's just like whatever. Whatever. It is what it is. Lord Jesus. No. But yep, we are live on tour. We're just chilling out this one. Let me drop the link for y'all. I know y'all may not be able to come up, but we do keep it consistent over here. Because like I said, this is y'all channel too. I want to hear y'all voice and what y'all guys say. Y'all may say something that I may disagree with, but it might be a point that like made me change my mind. Come on, Brian. At this point, anyone know that Martell and his band of nitwits are just dark spirits and they won't stop until someone stops them? That part, absolutely, I agree. I mean, at this point, I've never seen so many people pissed off at an interview like this one. Like this makes Monica Lewinsky a saint. Now, I will say this though about Monica Lewinsky, okay? Because it took two to tango, right? So, Bill Clinton, he said, I did not have a sexual relation with that woman. Well, what caused the scandal to happen? You participated in it. Now, listen, if you a single president, do what the hell you want to do in your Oval Office hell. And I'm not even going to front. Jill Scott was president. Yes, I will be her Secret Service agent. Just for that one damn job. Did you or did you not have sex with President Jill Scott? Yes, the hell I did. You interrupted my damn time. Now, can I just be guilty and move the hell on? Yo, if I was the president single, you don't think I would have a good time at the White House? By the way, in case y'all did not know, black people did build the White House, by the way. Hang on, let me pull that up because I know people are going to be like, no, they didn't. So here it is here, y'all, just in case. Right here. In 1791, Pierre and L'Enfant, who planned the city of Washington, leased African-American slaves from their masters to clear the sites for the president's house and the Capitol. Once the land was cleared, Washington's three-man board of commissioners who oversaw the city's construction tried to recruit laborers from Europe and America to build two structures. So, there you go. And here's the Smithsonian magazine says, in fact, it was built by enslaved labor. So yeah. And you can read it there. So slaves were likely involved in all aspects of construction: carpentry, masonry, carving, rafting, plastering, glazing, and painting. And slaves appear to have shouldered along with the glue work, sawing logs and stones. So yeah. It's things you don't know, right? The things you don't know. So, and the entire foundation of America, that part right there. That part right there. Didn't I have a comment? I thought I had a comment. Sorry, y'all. There we go. But yeah, so good Lord Jesus. All right, I'm gonna turn on my camera because I've done the whole show for an hour. I try at least get to a full hour, you know what I mean, before I turn my camera off because at the beginning, middle, end of the day, like you guys come for at least a full hour show, and now we're just talking at this point. But yes, the topics are Zeus, Stephen A. Smith, just hilarious, blood tests that can determine Alzheimer's disease. Camille Cosby is the executor of Bill Cosby's estate, and morning dating or dawn dating, as they call it. So let me show y'all this here. Let me go back just to show y'all the original story here. So this is real, okay? This is very real. Okay. So here's the story here. Now this is Zeus, okay? So this is a very real story, okay? Watch this.
Daddy's is our flagship show, and you know, is doing incredibly well. And I know that this Saturday we're holding the Baddies Caribbean's auditions, right, in Miami. So we're super excited about that series, and we wanted to do something a little different. You know, people have been inquiring about working with Zeus in so many different ways, talent, content partners, writers, directors, producers, but specifically with Baddies, we just wanted to do something different this year. So I thought it would be cool. Right? This Saturday, we're holding the auditions. Okay, we want to give back to some of our like hottest Baddies fans. We wanted to do something different, so we're gonna be giving away $100,000. Okay, we're gonna be giving away $100,000. Baddies is no, we are. So we're gonna be giving away $100,000 for all the girls. Not to all the girls. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. We're gonna be giving away $100,000 to 20 contestants that are competing. So last year, we just pretty much every time we hold the auditions, we give some of the girls pink tickets, and we are pretty much looking to cast certain folks. So we just wanted to do something different this time. Because $100,000 is a lot of money, and I just wanted to make sure we gave back, and we gave back to 20, contestants that auditioned. So we're gonna give away $5,000 to 20 girls. That makes up $100,000. Oh no, we are. So we're gonna be giving.
So there it is there. Now you have to register to audition, so you can't just walk up and get this money, okay? So. But yeah, so like I said, I mean, $5,000 is $5,000, but also too, is it worth all the pressure? Is it worth all the headaches? You know what I mean? All money ain't good money, y'all. That's just me though. That's just me though. So we shall see, though. We shall see. Hang on, y'all. I'm still right here. Hey, everybody. Still right here with you all live on tour. Glad to have you all here. And yeah, we're just chilling out this morning. Glad to have you all here. All right, y'all. I'm still here. I think we'll get the good news story up for us. Then I think that'll be our show. I think. So let me see here. I'm trying to see if there's any. Okay, so here's something. Here is something. Let me see here. Excuse me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, y'all. Hey, welcome in. Now I know this story will make some of y'all excited, okay? So y'all see there, White House issues unprecedented pardons after FDA finds cannabis to be more like Tylenol than heroin. On Friday, January 20th, the federal government waved the white flag in the war on drugs as it regards the cannabis plant. President Biden issued presidential pardons to any American or lawful permanent resident who has a conviction of cannabis possession on their record. At the same time, he ordered the Department of Health and Human Services to compile a case for reclassifying cannabis from a Schedule I drug, such as heroin or cocaine, to Schedule III drug like testosterone or fortified Tylenol. Decades of advocacy have created a national picture where 38 states had legalized cannabis for medicinal use. In 24 states, 2 territories, and D.C. has legalized cannabis for recreational use. The United States FDA Controlled Substance staff writes in its HHS report that their agency is recommending the reschedule of cannabis as it meets all 3 criteria for doing so, namely a lower potential for abuse compared to Schedule II substances in existing established medical use, and lower psychophysical dependency potential. The marijuana withdrawal syndrome appears to be relatively mild compared to withdrawal syndrome associated with alcohol, which can include more serious symptoms such as agitation, paranoia, seizures, and even death, writes the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, which added, while there's many unproven claims about the medicinal use of cannabis, there's scientific credible evidence for its use reduces the side effects of chemotherapy. Sweeping changes will take place if such a scheduling would occur, which will be ultimately decided by the Drug Enforcement Agency, or the DEA. The already multi-billion-dollar cannabis industry would benefit from a much safer banking and tax environment. Hundreds of thousands of people, particularly young adults, will be turned to criminals for choosing to use a largely harmless substance for recreation, and people, particularly veterans who live in states where recreational medicinal cannabis is not available, could attain it safely. Relating to the presidential pardon, Biden announced the war on drugs had failed. It was time to right these wrongs. Anyone who has a possession charge of cannabis, which may impede employment or housing opportunities, can apply for a certificate that shows that they have been pardoned in the conviction for their record, and the conviction is off their record. at justice.gov. Here, I'm gonna pull that up so you guys can see that. Let's see here. Criminal records for marijuana use and possession have imposed needless barriers to employment, housing, and educational opportunities. Too many lives have been upended because of our failed approach to marijuana. It's time that we right these wrongs. This does not apply. This does not apply to use imprisoned or convicted of selling cannabis. A Gallup poll conducted in October 2023 found that 70% of Americans believe that cannabis should be completely legalized in all of its forms. So, here it is here from the pardon attorney here. Let me show y'all that, just to show y'all that this is real, okay? Right here. So, what you do is, and I'll drop the link. I will drop the link here. Hey, Nikki News. Well, not sorry. Hey, good story, B. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. So, yes, this is very real. So, that is the link right there. So, basically, on October 6, 2022, President Biden issued a presidential proclamation that pardoned many federal and D.C. offenses for simple marijuana possession uses. And then, on December 22nd, 2023, President Biden issued another proclamation that expanded the relief by providing the original proclamation. So, all you gotta do is apply for a pardon for a simple possession of marijuana. So you can apply for that, and then you wait for some time, and then they'll send you the certificate. Or if you want to send your application in the mail or by email, you can download the application form and then send it to that address or the email address. Let me see if I can Okay, so here it is here. So this is the form. This is what it looks like. And expires in 2026. So you guys got until that time. You may qualify for the pardon if on or before October 6, 2022, if you were charged with or convicted of a simple possession of marijuana by either a federal or D.C. Supreme Court, you were a U.S. citizen or lawfully present in the United States at the time of the offense, you were a U.S. citizen or lawful resident on October 6, 2022. So you got to put in all your information there. And there you go. And then you just submit that, and you get a presidential proclamation, a pardon. So it is, let's see, today. Let me see. It is, it's actually really nice today. It is 46 degrees today. 46 degrees today. So it's actually quite nice today, believe it or not. So yeah, it looks really good outside right now, and seems like you don't, I mean, you still got to wear a jacket, obviously, but still, you don't have to really do too much. But yeah. But yep, 60, 46 degrees. Sorry, it's 46 degrees. Oh Lord. And the topics I got for y'all tonight, of course, we will talk about Martell Holt and this damn interview. Honestly, like, I don't even think I'm gonna respond to it. But in the same token, like, I am not going to probably review the interview, because at this point, like, the season's over, and this is just a cop-out at this point. You know what I mean? So it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Because we all know that Martell is trying to do this so that way he can feel that he can be vindicated and all that type of stuff. And it's just like, no, dude, you did what you did. Now shut the fuck up and listen. I'm gonna respond to Carlos too, because he said that he'd been shaded by network executives and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So network executives have told you about yourself. Okay. So yeah, so I'll be responding to all those people tonight at 6 p.m. I'm not going to do it now. I'm not going to do it now. But yeah, y'all see my response live tonight, and then I got some other topics for y'all as well. And like I said, this morning show was kind of, not gonna say difficult, but it was a bit of a struggle to find the topics this morning, because it's just like, oh my God, the day just got started. And usually I'm able to find them pretty quick, but still, I thought this was a good show. We went from Zeus giving away $5,000, to 20 different women. That's $100,000. But I think that 5,000 is just for you being at the audition. That doesn't mean you're gonna get on the show. But yeah, I don't know, child. I don't know. So, but yeah, so I'll drop the but yeah, that's the link there if you guys want presidential pardon for having a possession of marijuana. So we try to help out over here as much as we can, because everybody doesn't have the resources to get a lawyer or do this or do that. So I try my very best to use information as a tool. You know what I mean? So, and hopefully I do a good job at using information as a tool. Hopefully I do a good job. Or at least I try to. Or at least I try to, though. Oh, my Lord. But yeah, we're just chilling out at this point. Glad to have all y'all here. We are live on tour. And it is good to have all y'all here. It really is. Like I said, the virtual tour shows have been they've been stellar recently. Well, not saying that they haven't been stellar, but like, y'all have been coming through, and it really is appreciated so much. Hey, Pinky the housewife, good to see you, Queen. How you feel? Did the surgery happen for you yet or not? For those of you who don't know, Pinky the housewife, she is a amazing content creator, and she's been on the mend, coming back from some things, and so I hope everything is going well for you. Absolutely love your energy, as always, and appreciate you. Good people indeed. We are just chilling. Do I have the link pinned? No, I don't have the link pinned. That's what I thought. Okay, hang on. I put the link in the chat to pin it. There you go. Now the link is pinned, everybody. The link is pinned if you want to come up. I saw some people saying MeloCon. I think MeloCon would be cool. I know Trendon's talking about it now, but I think MeloCon would be cool. And I'll have a response for that, what you could actually do at MeloCon, because, listen, this business brain over here throws down, you understand? So, but yes, indeed, glad to have all y'all here in the building. We are really just chilling. Like I said, if you guys want to come up, feel free. If there's anything on your mind at all that you want to talk about, let's talk about it. I'm right here with y'all. Oh man, glad to have y'all in the building. Only a Zone Alarm, welcome in. Glad to have you here. I had in my last virtual tour live, you had your surgery last Friday. Okay, all right, and it turned out well and everything. Hey, 5 people, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Glad to have y'all in the building. We are live on tour. Feel free to come on up, and would love to hear from you. Would love to hear from you. Yes, indeed. We are live on tour. Hey, everybody. Glad to have y'all here. We're just chilling. If you're wondering what this is, President Biden has done a pardon for a simple possession of marijuana. So if you want that pardon, let me show y'all the link here. I gotta go back. Gotta go back. So this is the link here. This is from the Office of the Pardon Attorney. So what you do is, okay, on your neck. Okay, gotcha. So what you do, y'all, is you go to that link there that's on your screen right there, and then you will get to that form that you just saw. So that's how you get that pardon there. So, and not to mention too, like, I get that we gotta be responsible, you know what I mean? But also too, like, there are some people that actually do use marijuana as hello, I said what I said. Welcome in, glad to have you here. I said what I said. I'm here for the energy. But no, there are some people that actually use it for medical purposes. I remember one story about how this family had to go across state lines because their child was how can I put this? Their child was spazzing out. So the medical marijuana actually helped them. And like I said, I don't think anybody should cut off any resources. I don't think anybody should cut off a resource that could help somebody stay alive. I think that's just, quite frankly, out the way and rude. You know what I mean? That's just me, though. That's just me. But welcome in, everybody. Glad to have you all here. Like I said, if you guys want to come on up, feel free to participate in the chat. Whatever's on your mind, feel free. I'm glad to have you here. Oh, my Lord. Then I listened to the Shirley Strawberry, the call with, the call with Dre. Dre is a real one, man. And I feel for Dre because it's just like, this is your friend, right? But you also got to recognize that at the beginning, middle, end of the day, that, this is, at the beginning, middle, end of the day, like, even though this is your friend, you still got to hold them to account. And I felt for Dre because Dre said to Ernesto, that you're acting like a little boy right now, trying to tell Shirley what to do. And personally, I think Shirley should divorce him. I really do. I think there is no point in staying with a man who has given you an ultimatum, who has put you through all this hell, and you got to rebuild your life, and he's not caring about the fact that you have to rebuild because of his brokenness. That's just stupid to me. It's absolutely stupid. So I would have said, I'm divorcing your behind right here. So that's just me, though. Oh, man. I love the love in the chat. Thank y'all so much for that. And listen, the fact that you guys feel that comfortable to say hi and engage like that, and that's what YouTube is supposed to be about. Like, I've met so many people through this platform that have really made me smile, really made me happy, and just has made me a better person. And I really mean that. So that's what's up. Glad to have y'all here. Like I said, feel free to participate in the chat as y'all are to come on up. We really are just chilling out at this point. You know what I mean? So but yes, indeed. Is there anything on y'all minds that y'all want to talk about? Because we're just chilling at this point. Glad to have y'all here. Story B is driving, and hopefully you'll get there safe. Like I said, okay, you know what? Since we got some more people here, I'm going to ask y'all this. Now, this is a new thing called Dawn Dating. I never heard of it, but I found it on Essence.com. And so I want y'all opinion on this, because y'all have lived a lot more life than me, respectfully. I say that in the most loving, kind way possible. Let me see. So this is called Dawn Dating. So basically, it's a trending name for going on a morning date. And so this comes from Badu, or Bado. The dating app has reported that there's been a rise in morning dates as opposed to evening dates. They found 51% of singles have been on a date before 10 a.m. or are interested in going on one. So would y'all ladies do this? Would y'all want to do a date before 10 a.m. or even at all? Because I feel like truly, like, I don't feel like anybody really wants to, I don't feel like anybody wants to do a date before 10 a.m. Like, you're still waking up at that point. You know what I mean? So, but that's just me, though. I mean, I could be wrong, but I want to hear from y'all. Okay, see, that's what I was thinking too. Like, that's kind of early, you know what I mean? It's funny because I always try to put myself in the future. So, like, for example, if I did the Brain Lee Morning Show live from 5 to 10 a.m., I just got off the radio after doing 5 hours of live radio. I'm not gonna want to go on no date at 10 a.m. If I was interested in getting to know someone, yes, the adrenaline will get you up. Okay, see, I agree. I agree with that. And that's why I said as well. Revelation 2023 said this a bit earlier about it. This is what Revelation said. LOL, only someone I know. Other than that, I don't want to entertain anyone during my morning. So, you know, a brunch day. Exactly. Like, maybe like 11:30. You know what I mean? You go, you know, maybe you go to a place that serves, you know, waffles and pancakes, and, you know, you make it work. But like before 10 a.m. though. But if you're interested in getting to know someone, and it would get you up for sure. And that's the only way I think I would do it. Like, if it's somebody that I'm interested in. But like, just to use this as an actual tool in my tool belt to find somebody, like, no, I like my sleep. I said I like my sleep. I don't even do my I don't even do my show for y'all until 11 a.m. So what makes y'all think I'm gonna wake up and do a date before 10 a.m.? Like, what the hell? And plus not only that, like, you gotta get dressed up and all that type of stuff, and just not to mention too, everybody that wakes up is a bit different. But you don't want to go in a day and be like, hey, how are you? I'm good. How are you? I'm good. So what you do this morning? I woke up. Me too. Like, just being honest with y'all. Like, I don't know. Oh, my Lord. However, most of the time, those types of dates are married or in a relationship. Exactly. Like, when I first heard it, I'm like, ain't no way. No. I say, ain't no way I would do that. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, so we're just chilling. Feel free to participate in the chat, or come up if you want to. But yeah, we're just chilling at this point. We are just chilling. I can't believe January is like almost over with too. That's crazy, man. Like the ball just dropped literally yesterday. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, like I said, there's no bingo cards this year, y'all, for anything. There is no bingo cards at all. Because you can't predict, like, at this point, you can't predict nothing that's going to happen in the world. Nothing at all. But that's just me, though. Because some days it's hard to wake up. You know what I mean? It is. It's hard to wake up and want to engage with the world and see anything and do anything. Because it's just like, sometimes it's just one thing after another. I think honestly, that's why I kind of make the show the way I make the show, just because life gets heavy and I don't want to bring you guys heavy content. Now, if it's a heavy story that it could be a lesson out of it, then sure, I don't mind doing that. But like whenever I do Virtual Tour Live, I always try to, make sure it's a balanced show where it's enough real in there where you don't want to come because it's like, oh my God, that happened. But still, there still is enough laughter. There still is enough laughter for you to enjoy yourself. Hey, welcome to the stage. How are you?
Hey, Braylon, how you doing? I'm doing good.
Good. Welcome up.
Yeah, I just thought I'd get up here and say something about that
Sure.
early morning dating. In my experience, most of the time, those type of people that want to date you early in the morning, if they don't have a job where, they're working at night or whatever, most of the time, those are where the cheaters are dating.
Well, then, I mean, talk about digging into more than pancakes at IHOP. I mean, good Lord.
Right.
Listen.
Yeah. It's most of those people are probably married or in some type of relationship, and that's the only time that they can get away.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that because there are some couples that one works at night, one works in the morning. You know what I mean? So let's just say that you might have to go work at like maybe 11 o'clock. Then if you just got off, then they get some sleep and maybe you guys go on a date from 9 to 10.
Well, at the end of the day, though, everybody get a day off.
True.
So why we have to go, have a coffee date and it's another way to be cheap too.
True, that is true. I cheat too. Good Lord.
I mean, how much do pancakes cost?
Well, listen, let's look it up since I mentioned IHOP. Hell.
Yeah, what? Denny's got that $5.99 slam bam breakfast. I mean,
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so that's a way to be cheap. That's a way to cheat. I mean, it's just so many red flags with that. So I wouldn't date. You're not gonna. If you're gonna take me on a a breakfast date, that means we've been dating for a while and we just tired of going out in the evening, and then we can go to brunch. But for a first date, no, because that's just somebody that's probably in some type of relationship, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, for sure. No, and I agree with that. And honestly, too, like, I feel that if you're going to try to date somebody, you do need to put some effort into it. You know what I mean? Right. It doesn't have to be, we're getting on a plane and going to Disney World and, we're going to eat under Cinderella Castle. It ain't got to be that big. But, hey, would 3 p.m. work for you?
No, that's happy hour. No, that's happy hour. Take me in the evening because at 5 or 6 o'clock. Because if you go at that time, unless they're person working from 3 to 11, you just have to be careful with dating these days,
True.
And you're a guy, you're a man, so you know what the tricks and trades are. And so to me, if we're going to happy hour or we're going to brunch, that means you're a little frugal with your money.
I mean, listen now. Look, I was at Applebee's last week, And they got the all-you-can-eat wings for $14.99. And I have me 2 Gypsy Cupids for $5. Now, listen, I don't believe that could be a first date, but every person is different, though. You know what I mean? So if me and the young lady go out to Applebee's and she gets all-you-can-eat wings, I get all-you-can-eat wings, and then, we both get, maybe 2 Tipsy Cupids and, margaritas and stuff, that could be a good date because, for one, hopefully that woman's like, you know what? He knows what a deal is. But then after that, you got to step up for the next date, though. You know what I mean? Because I think,
like I said, if you already been dating, that's okay. But no, because see, you think you're going to get some Rudy Tooty for $7 if you take me to breakfast. Just because you get me this Rudy Tooty for breakfast don't mean you're gonna get some Rudy Tooty for dessert. Lord. And so that's what that's about to me.
I figured that's the way it was going. I'm like, the joke is right there. It's right there, damn it. But no, you're right. You're absolutely right. And I think that, a lot of times with expectations, and trust me, I'm in the dating pool as well, and it's not easy. Because I feel like, old school sometimes doesn't work. And I get frustrated sometimes too, because I'm just like, well, good damn. I know I'm not Michael B. Jordan, but I mean, hell, I'm out here. I'm not in jail. I'm not Nesto. There's worse options out here.
There is. But but at the end of the day, as a woman, women, I know men don't look at it like this, but a lot of times, most of us women, when we go on a date, we're checking you out to see, even though we don't have a future, we're looking to see if we can have a future with you. So that's not a good impression.
Right.
Because if we take you to, if we're doing Rudy Tooty for breakfast, that means that's how the whole life going to be in my eyesight.
Okay. I can receive that.
Receive that. And so,
yes.
And nobody wants struggle love.
No. And you know what? Here's the thing. Because I'm on Clubhouse, the social audio app, and I've heard these struggle love conversations for so long. And there's been so many women saying, why do I need a struggle in my love life and all that type of stuff? And I get both sides of the coin. I get the fact of that, hey, you need to be able to understand that not everybody has the same bag. That's where it comes to dating on your level. But there is a thing as some people don't want to work for anything. However, in the same token, there's a difference between not having the hustle mentality and being so stuck up that you're not willing to, see that everybody struggled, including your behind at one point in time. So I do get that sometimes we're so dug into our requirements that we do miss out on a good person. But if you are consistently struggling and you're not wanting to rise, then that's where I see women saying that they don't want struggle love if it's consistent.
Well, and on the flip side of that, I wouldn't want to go on a date and you spend $200 or $300, to take me out, because I am conscious of your pocket also. But $7, I'm sorry, Braylon, that's just not enough.
Okay, so what would be acceptable amount of money? Like what, $50 for a date?
Well, like you said, you said Applebee's $14.99.
Yes.
That $14.99 is going to turn, and once you get drinks or what have you, that's going to turn into $30 or $40 right there by itself.
Correct.
So yeah, Applebee's, Chili's, places like that, they're okay, but we're not going to McDonald's and IHOP and all of that. I'm on the first date. I'm just not doing that. I'm sorry. I'm just not.
No, don't be. No, I think what you're saying is very valid. It's not saying that you don't enjoy those places, but you want to be able. If you're trying to date somebody to see what can be, you want to know that there's more to them than just the basic stuff you can go get out by yourself, and that's understandable.
Or that's I can go in the kitchen and make, because I can make some pancakes,
right.
And have them done in 15 minutes and have the kitchen clean in 20. So that's not, it's not about where you're going, because like I said, if you're dating for a while, then yeah, we can do a morning breakfast, a morning date. But the first date, and if you're trying to impress somebody, I just don't think that would impress anybody.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree.
And if you're
yes, go ahead.
And if you're out there dating, that means you're looking for someone, right?
Correct.
And so first impressions is the most important impression.
Absolutely.
And so that's not impressive to take me to IHOP on the first date. I'm sorry, it's just or Denny's or wherever,
Right.
The Waffle House. All of that is in the same category to me.
Right. No, for sure. And honestly too, I think when it comes to trying to figure out what works for the potential partner that you're trying to get, communication is everything. If they're letting you know, hey, listen, we don't have to go to a steakhouse. Right. I don't mind Outback. I don't mind Longhorn. They're letting you know, hey, listen, if we go, here are some places. It's almost like, hey, listen, here's the study guide. Here is what is going to be on the test. And you should not lose those notes. Now, if you're listening to the teacher, it's like, well, why is they telling me not to lose the notes? There's always that one smart classmate. Hey, I think they're saying not to lose the notes because this might be an open book, open note test. Wait, what? Yeah, that means
and also too,
giving you A. Yes, go ahead.
But also too, to me, if that's all you can afford, then you're really not eligible to date. Because if that's all and I understand some people do struggle and some people, don't have a lot of money, what have you. It's not about that. But if you're going to try to put yourself, if you want to date someone and you want to put yourself out there, then I think it's like anything else, like if you would say, for instance, you were going for a job interview, you're going to put your best suit on and you're going to put your best self in, you're going to be your best self, right?
Correct.
And so you're not going to just go to the job interview in some shorts and some flip-flops or what have you, right? Exactly. And so why would you take someone to, on a cheap date like that? And to me, you're just not eligible to date, because if that's all the money that you have, then you really don't have money for dating, because dating costs a lot of money.
Yes, it does.
It costs money to date someone. And that's on both sides, especially if you're in a city, say, for instance, you're in the Dallas Metroplex. It may take you an hour to drive, to where you're trying to go. So it still costs you gas.
Right.
It costs everybody something. It costs you time, and it costs the woman, if she's not paying, it's going to cost gas money. And so my whole thing is, if that's all the money that you have, then you really don't have any business dating anybody right now until you can get yourself together. That's just my point of view of it. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I wouldn't be able to date someone that made a low wage. If you're not on my, to me, I'm just not gonna be happy. Right. I'm just gonna be honest with you. If you work at a fast food place and you're trying to date me, we're not gonna make it. I'm not gonna be happy.
Right.
So why waste my time?
Absolutely. And I appreciate the fact that what you're saying is, you're not saying that because someone and y'all don't at me for what I'm about to say, y'all. Okay, I think I'm pretty fair to everybody on this channel, even some people that really don't deserve, but that's neither here nor there. But you're not saying if you work at a fast food place that you can't, date, or you're not, commendable enough to date, because there are some people that don't do a damn thing. They'll make ultimatums and have control and stuff like that. So everything with a context, but you're just saying in order to receive what you want on the level that you want, your level has to be there to match it. I think that's very understandable.
Yeah, you got to level up.
Absolutely. I think it's very understandable. And, I watch Singles with Kendra G on YouTube. And, when some women say, some women will say $100,000 a year. And sometimes when they say their, range, then they get roasted, rightfully so. But then there's some that's like, hey, you know what? I know in some places that your money stretches further or it's this or that. But one of the biggest things that women say on that show is as long as the man's able to take care of his lifestyle.
Exactly.
Because if you can't take care of your own lifestyle, then you can't take care of me. And I think that's a fair baseline.
Can I ask you a question about men?
Sure.
Why do men try to date someone that's not in their league? You know, just like you said about Nesto, he knew Shirley wasn't in his league, but yet and still he pursued her. And that's what makes me mad. Because you guys know as a man, you know who to target, you know what you're looking for, and you know what type of woman that you want, right?
Absolutely.
But if you got a list of the things that you want, shouldn't you present yourself the way that you want to be treated? I mean, shouldn't you present yourself in a fashion where someone would be attracted to you? What you mean? Like you said, say for instance, you made $50,000 and you seen, this woman and she making $400,000 or $500,000. You know that's not in your league because you're gonna be like Nesto. You're gonna be going from pillar to post, doing everything in the world to try to impress this lady, and you don't have it like that. So that's what I want to know. Why do you guys do that?
I can't speak for all guys because Lord Jesus, when you open up your mouth, you don't speak for me. Okay, well, thank you very much for letting me know if I don't already know. Appreciate you for your support. Like, comment, share, subscribe. But I will say this. I think the main reason why that happens is because it is the possibility of what can be, and you don't want to have any regrets on it. That's why I personally think. I could be completely wrong. You know what I mean? It was just like with Taraji P. Henson. If you're a dude that's making $50,000, but you happen to be in a room with Taraji P. Henson, you're not gonna go for that shot? Of course you would. But I think what ends up happening is we get so involved with the fantasy that we don't want to understand the gravity of reality. Okay. And I think we have to be better at the gravity of reality. Because, I mean, honestly, like I said, I love Jill Scott. But also, too, I know Jill Scott's on a level where I'm not at right now. That's not disrespecting me. Because y'all see my personality on here. I have an old soul. She has an old soul. And I think we get along swimmingly. But also, too, Jill Scott can sustain herself. Now, I can sustain myself for the level I'm at. But if I'm going to go to Jill Scott, I need to add to her, not subtract from her.
Exactly.
And even though that fantasy of me being with Jill Scott may not be a reality, Jill Scott will always have respect for me, even though she doesn't know I exist. But follow up what I'm saying. A woman will respect you more for respecting the fact that you didn't destroy her than trying to get with her and she does get destroyed. You know what I mean? So, but
like Shirley and Nesto.
Exactly. But then again, I'm 29. I'm still grown. So that's my take on it right now. But hopefully that made sense.
Right. And so my whole thing is, you need to date within your rank, your realm, your circle.
Yes.
Because there's nothing wrong with like you said, there's nothing wrong with working at a fast food. But if that's all your ambition is, then that's just not going to be good enough for me because I have more ambition than that. And that's all I'm saying. Exactly. And so if you want to date someone and you want to date someone above your level, then you need to do what you need. You need to do everything that you can to try to get to the level that she's at. Because I can guarantee you it's not going to work. And after the beginning is gone and the adrenaline has calmed down, and because when you're dating someone, it's all new to you, so you're all happy about it, and you're not looking at any red flags. You're just happy to have somebody, right?
Right.
And you're happy to try to form a relationship with someone. And so to me, a lot of guys try to go for women that they know that's not in their playing field. I'm sorry. It's just, it is what it is. Right. And so it's plenty of women that you work with that you could date that wouldn't mind having you because they're on your level. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So if you work at a fast food place, your best option is to go ahead and date someone from a fast food place. and you would have better results than trying to get someone that's in corporate America and you're at a fast food place. I'm telling you, that's not gonna work. It'll work for a minute because of the fun that you're having. But once the fun is gone, then what else do you have in common?
Absolutely. And not to mention too, I think there's a difference between dating at your level and staying at your level. Because like I said, I work in retail, but I have the dreams of being in media. The difference is at least I'm put in the investment to get there.
There you go.
And I think that's a huge distinction with a difference. Now, if you're working at a fast food place and someone else is working in retail, y'all both are struggling in some capacity. So I think being able to understand that dating on your level isn't a bad thing, because guess what? There was somebody that saw you enough on that level. But if you stay at that level, that's where it becomes unattractive.
Right.
And sometimes some dreams take longer than others, and women and men have every right to not be with somebody if the dream is taking too long.
Yeah.
But then also too, in the same token, if that dream finally comes true, you should not run back to them because the dream came true.
That's correct. That's right.
Because you had the shot to be with them. Now, I've been doing virtual tour live for a couple of months now. I'm at 1,579 subscribers. I'm almost at 1,580 subscribers, which is beyond astounding to me. And if I check I'm there now. Right now, my view count.
I just subscribed.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Queen. See what happens when you're good to people. And thank you so much for that. Love you. I appreciate you. And right now, my total view count is 88,330 views on YouTube. I've been seeing 88,330 times. Now, even though that's not a $5 million contract, at least that's progress.
Mm-hmm. But you're also the key word is that you're striving to get there.
That's it.
And a lot of times some people are content where they are, and that's fine. But it's just not fine for everybody. Everybody have a different goal and a different aspiration of how they want their lives to go. And Absolutely. I know people, I know some women that go out and make the money and the man just stay at home and take care of home, and that's good enough for them. But that's their dynamic, and that's what they worked out. Because me and you guys, y'all are not that picky when it comes to our income. You used to didn't be, but now it's a different story. But back in the day, when a man dated you, he was, he tried to impress you.
Absolutely.
With what it was all about impression and what he had and what he could provide, because that's what you're supposed to be. A man is supposed to be the provider. It's just that everybody flipped the script now. Women are providing and the man is staying at home, which is fine too if that's the dynamic that you have.
Right.
But like, you can have a man that's a CEO of a company and he wouldn't mind dating a waitress or dating someone from fast food or whatever. But when you do that, when the dynamics is so uneven, then most of the time that guy is gonna rule his household with, I'm the one that's providing, like Dr. G. Let's just use him for an example. Dr. G, he did the same thing with Quad, and now he's doing it with Sweet Tea. Well, I pay all the bills.
Exactly.
And so a lot of times, as a man, you guys don't mind dating down, but you're always putting your spouse down. She have to understand that you're the head of the house.
Right. And I think that is something that we have to get better at. My biggest prayer that I pray for my wife is, because I know the media career I want, and it's going to require a lot of time, energy, and commitment, because I want to kind of be like Steve Harvey and Nick Cannon, Ryan Seacrest, and really be doing it out here. My biggest prayer that I ask God for my wife is, that's great that you did a full ride scholarship week on your talk show.
Mm-hmm.
and you gave away 10 full ride scholarships a day. You gave away 50 full rides in a week. That's great. Or the radio show, that was great. How's your soul today?
Right.
And I pray that prayer because I recognize there is no point in being able to give to the world if I don't have somebody that gives a care about me. Because because I want people to get this. There is a 99.9% chance of the life you have that wasn't supposed to happen. There's a 99.9% chance of that life not happening. The fact that 1% came through for you, you need to be grateful for that. But not everybody gets to that 1%. So I'd rather have somebody care about the 99.9% of me rather than that 1% of who I am to the world. But hey, to each their own.
Right. Well, that's why you get someone that doesn't mind the struggle.
Right.
Because there are women out there, you're at that age where you can date anyone you want to because you're dreaming for aspirations. You have a dream that's higher than what you are. Your goal is to go higher. And so it is women, most women that ride the dream with the man, once he get the dream, then he dropped the woman. And that's just, I'm just being real with you.
Right.
That's how the ball players are. Most of them have their girlfriends from from high school. And these girls have, stuck with them through college and through everything. Most famous people, a lot of famous people have people that was on the bottom with them. And once they got to the top, and Steve Harvey is a great example. His first wife, she rode with him, help him build up his empire. And once he got his empire, what did he do? He forgot about her. Right. And so it's a catch-22 all the way around. Do you walk this walk with this man, and then once he get to where he's going, a lot of times they forget about the person that was walking with them.
Right. And
so, and then they go get the glam woman that they want once they get the money that they want. So, so it comes down to who you are as a person.
Absolutely.
It all comes down to who you are. And so if you have dreams and aspirations and you have a goal, that's fine. That's fine for anyone. But just don't forget about the little people, just don't forget about who helped you with that goal. And I've seen that happen so many times. The woman stay right there with the guy and he go do everything, she have to stay there through all the extra women, the drama, the stress, and everything that this guy has gone through. She been right there for him, and then once he get where you want to go, then he just drop him. So
right.
you don't know how to win. You can't win in either situation.
Correct.
And so that's why come some women be like, no, you need to make this amount of money, or you need to make that amount of money. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of times we get the short end of the stick.
Right. And I don't feel that that's really fair. And I've thought about that many, many times, that the person I do get, if when I make it, because my ex, she said to me that, hey, the industry you're going into isn't quiet. I want a quiet life. And she was like, well, that there are people, in the world that will talk about the life and stuff like that. I'm like, I want you to know something about me. That when I make it into media, if you married to me and they want to make fun of you, I will tell them to uck off their fan and don't come to no show of mine. Because you're my wife. And I had to sit with the fact of she's thinking about if she wants to be with me because of the industry that I'm in. But also, too, I've come to recognize that at the beginning of the day, your dream should not matter to you more than a person. But also, too, your dream should matter enough for that person to care. And it's a very tricky line. Because if I'm in media and she's my wife and she doesn't like all the attention, then at that point, if I'm trying to make it work and you want a divorce, at that point, that was on her more than me.
Right.
Because at least I tried. And I don't think anybody should just give up in marriage, depending on the circumstances. Now, let's put a caveat on that. But yeah, if I'm in a marriage and, you know, the pressure's getting to her and stuff, if she comes out and says, well, y'all, I actually wanted to leave, so don't blame Braylon on this one. He has defended me in every regard in media, so I can't blame him. But also, too, if I do find somebody that understands the pressure, you can't be upset if I've given you that chance to fix it.
Yeah.
That's how I truly feel.
Yeah, and like I said, it just kind of depends on the person and who you are and what you're about. Because it's a lot of people that's, you know, it's a lot of people famous and we don't know anything about their wives.
That part.
And so I don't really feel like, and you know, I don't know who your ex-girlfriend is or what have you, but I feel like it was just a fear because she already know that you're going to be around a lot of women. And sometimes, you know, people are fearful of losing because they think that you're going to meet, you know, that their partner is going to meet somebody that's more important than them. And that's probably one of the reasons why, you know, she made that decision. And it's just the fear of losing you. So she'd rather lose you now than later. Yeah. I guarantee you that's what that was about.
You know what? I can receive that. I can receive that because I can only imagine. I only imagine what it is to potentially be in an industry where, you know, your spouse is always around other people where, you know, you hope you trust them, but you don't know what could be. And so it's better to, you know, save the pain now, like you said, than later.
Yeah, why waste all this time? Why waste all this time with him? He's just going to leave me anyway. And that's probably what her mindset was.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. But I am proud of the fact that I did say to her that even if we were end up to be together, that if you're my wife, you're my wife. And that's regardless if I made it or not. And I think that, you know, we as men have to be better to recognize that, listen, we may not get everything right out of our mouth, but we need to at least respect the heart that's being given to us.
Right.
So, and that's all you can do.
Yeah, that's all you can do, you know. And you have to let people be people, you know. They're going to do what they're going to do. And so it's kind of like faith. It's a blind trust that you have to have, you know. And that's hard for a lot of people to do.
That is facts. That is facts. Because there's always the will it work out, will it not work out? And you have to take that gamble. It's the most difficult gamble because if it doesn't work out, then it's like, well, I should have went through this all. I should have went through all this. But then again, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You know what I mean? So you just never know.
And well, you just see so many different examples of both ways, though, Braylon. And you know, and it happens, unfortunately.
Yeah,
it has happened, and it's still happening. And so, you know, you have to have, you know, confidence within yourself and your abilities. And you just can't, it's okay to be married or what have you, but you also have to have your own life also.
Yes.
And you have to have confidence in yourself. And so if you're doing something to help better yourself and you have the confidence in you, you know, in who you are, then that wouldn't be a problem for you.
Right.
Because, you know, when I was younger and, you know, you decide to go do something else, then okay, that's fine because I'm going to go do something else also. I'm just saying.
What's understood doesn't need to be explained. I got it.
I'm just saying, you know, you decided I wasn't the one, that's fine because I'm going to decide that you're not the one either and I'm going to go find that one. And so, and that's all I'm saying, you know. You can't be afraid and you can't be fearful. And you don't want someone like that anyway when you talking about marriage because that's very serious and you're expecting to be with this person. And I won't say forever because most of the time it don't work forever, but you do expect to be with this person for a certain amount of time. Let's put it that way. And hopefully it works forever. But if it doesn't, you know, you still can, you know, you just don't lose yourself. And when I was married, I had the option of working or not working, but I went to work because I didn't want to be asking my husband for, a dollar or two for a loaf of bread. If I wanted some bread, I wanted to go buy it, I can go buy it myself,
Right.
And I didn't pay any bills or anything, but I still worked. And I did that for a reason.
Right.
Just so Dr. G won't come in here and holler, I'm paying all the bills. Okay, that's
Right.
because you want to, but you don't have to.
That part.
Yeah.
And it's also important too to have that, independence.
Yeah.
My friends have asked me, would you want someone in media, Bray? I'm like, would it be helpful? Yes. So that way, if I'm doing a 5 to 7 p.m. type of day, then it wouldn't be a problem. That would be greatly helpful. But also too, if I really do love that woman, and let's just say she is a nurse, or she is a lawyer, or she is a teacher, as long as that's making her happy, then I want to support her in that. And sometimes you do need that opposite balance.
Right.
Maybe me being in media and she being a teacher, maybe if I, do my daytime talk show, I'm talking to somebody about, what the struggle is to become a teacher, I can bring my wife on and she can help out. Or maybe we have a whole town hall about, health insurance and, Black maternal rates. Guess what? I'm not no Black woman. I'm going to consult my wife and bring her on board to the production team for this 2-part special. So there's different ways of being able to utilize the blessings of your partner. Don't look at the fact that just because it's a difference that's a curse, because guess what? That partner can also see your difference as a curse. Real talk.
Well, Braylon, I'm a little older than you. And let's put it like this. I'm over a half a century. Okay.
Understood.
And so from my experience, I wouldn't date somebody that's in my field. And the reason why is because it's going to be always competition between you two. The competition, it may not start out as competition, but someone is going to get jealous because the other one is going a little bit higher. And the person that may go higher may not have put as much work in as the other person did, but they still, for whatever reason, got higher than you. And so there's going to be some animosity. There's going to be some jealousy. And yeah, they may understand your schedule, but that's all that they're going to understand. Everything else is going to be like a competition thing, in my opinion. And so to me, it's better to date opposite of what you're doing. Because like you said, you won't balance, and whoever you're dating or whoever that you're going to marry or whatever, they have to understand your schedule. And if they can understand that, and the whole thing about it is how you act as a man. If you give your woman that sense of security and you give her that assurance, you can go work whatever schedule you want to work.
Right.
As long as you're doing everything on the up and up and you don't give her any reason to suspect or to be suspicious of you or to not trust you, because trust is the number one thing of a relationship, trust and commitment, right?
Yes,
right. So if you put a solid foundation down, it won't matter what job you have and what schedule you have, because as long as you give her that assurance, you won't have any problems. Trust me when I tell you that. Because that's as a woman, that's how we operate. We don't go by what you say, we go by what you do. Okay?
I received that.
Actions speak way louder than words do, because you can tell me anything.
Right.
And it's not about what you're saying, it's about what you're doing. And love is not an adjective. It's a verb.
Correct.
And so
you get
that point across. It won't matter what field you in, and it won't matter what schedule you make, and you can marry, your marriage will be successful as long as you're on the up and up and you're doing what you say you're gonna do.
Absolutely. No doubt about it. And this is why I love the community that we're all in, because not every, and I've always said this to my friends, everyone knows something and everyone doesn't know something.
Right.
And there's a blessing and a curse in that. You know what I mean? And so, I receive exactly what you're saying with that, because I've come to recognize for myself that truly at the beginning, middle, end of the day, that the only way I'm going to rise up to be better is if I have that mindset for myself before I ask for someone else to have that mindset. And so I really do receive that quite fully. And when it comes to the media thing, I do agree with you that the schedule is in, and that beyond the schedule, that's where competitiveness can get in. But I also come to recognize this. My mom, I don't know, and oh my God, she said to me, Braylon, how long has TV been around? How long has radio been around? Braylon, you're not upset about not being on TV. You're upset about your gift not being seen. Mm-hmm. And so I know that not every man can say this. And like I said, I still got some growing up to do, but I'm saying it from the perspective I'm at now. Mm-hmm. That if I'm this good at what I'm doing on YouTube right now with you and all the virtual travelers here, mm-hmm. by the time I make it, it's only going to be magnified and crystallized and sidestepped times 10 because of the opportunities. Whether the opportunity is ABC or YouTube, that gift is still in me. So if somebody's got to be upset that they're rising higher, well, wait a minute. That's a compliment that comes back to you. If your partner is rising, that means your house is rising. But not everybody has that mindset to recognize that. So, if my wife, gets to be on a panel for a daytime talk show, on my days off of my show, damn straight, I'm at least gonna be backstage. She may not want me in the audience because if it's an all female show, she you have a job to do, and be honest. But I feel that one thing that partners don't do sometimes is they don't recognize that the blessing that they're creating is your blessing too. Mm-hmm. And so I really would, and I really would support my wife if she wanted to do media. And she wasn't me, and she got a talk show and radio show and all that type of stuff. I'm helping her. She's helping me. I'm in this, and it's funny because I've thought about this with the Brainly Morning Show, which is a dream of mine. I want a radio studio in my house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to leave that.
Absolutely. And so, she's like, babe, it's snowing and all that type of stuff. And what I'm willing to do? Hey, babe, so take the day off. Got you about what, 20 grand for shopping. Got you. There's a limo outside. Just go. No. Well, I was sitting on a week vacation. Babe, why'd you send me on vacation? Oh, nothing. Hey, but you know what? You might want to go downstairs to the basement. Why didn't you go downstairs to the basement?
Brandon, you can just look at it. Look at the stars. They only date each other, right?
Right.
How long do they stay together, though?
Not too long.
And you know why? So, we can look at Kanye. We can look at Kanye and Kim's relationship. Right. They didn't make it because he wanted to make her a homebody. He wanted to make her a wife and a stay-at-home wife. That's not what she wanted. She wanted to be out there in the business world. And, they were both in competition with each other. And when you're in a marriage, you can't be in competition with each other.
Absolutely right.
Because we're as one. We're not against each other. We're for each other. And I'm telling you, it's gonna be competition. I would not recommend that to get someone in your field because they're gonna try to outdo you. That's just, it's human nature.
Right.
It's just human nature. And so that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely, and I do receive that, and I do appreciate you saying that because, like I said, my perspective changes every day, just like how I eat. But for her to be able to see, like, oh wait a minute, you sent me on vacation to build me a radio studio for my show. Yeah, I want you to win. You know what I mean?
Well, the whole thing about it is, if you do get someone in that field, then like you said, okay, let's do this together.
Yeah.
Let's build this empire together. That way it won't be any competition.
Exactly.
She not working for CBS and you working for ABC. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We could be working for our own channel. For
that part.
For the BYL channel.
The
Brandon Lee channel.
You're right.
And so if you're gonna go that route, then build the empire together. That's all.
Yeah. No, and I received that. One of the best marriages that I've seen has been Deborah Roberts and Al Roker.
Right.
And they Deborah Roberts is on ABC and Al Roker is on NBC with the Today Show. And when Al Roker was going through his I think he was going through cancer or something like that. And the way that the Today Show family showed up at Al's house just to see him. And how, Deborah Roberts was like, normally I'm not in this building. But the way they embraced Deborah, that went to show me that that's going past all that. But that's because Al and Deborah, they have that mindset that this is our home. We work at different networks, but this is our home. So I definitely look to them as a source of inspiration, for sure.
Yeah, but it's only one of a kind of that. Who else can you give an example that can do that?
That's true. And that's probably one of the only couples I can mention like that. But so no, you're right. There's few and far in between. But at least that example is out there though, thankfully.
Yeah, like I said, if you can find a secure person that's secure with what they're doing and they're confident in what they're doing and their self-esteem is up there, then yeah, that will be fine. But that's far few in between.
Right.
And so those are just my thoughts about it. And I don't know everything. It's just my opinion.
No. Listen, what we don't do around here is we don't do that now. Because I believe everyone has something to bring to the table that can make us better. And so I know that you're saying that from a place of love, consideration, and care, because you have been through more than me. You know what I mean? So I don't receive anything that you're saying as it's not hindering me. It's helping me. It may not be for this particular time, but that doesn't mean I won't use the advice later on down the line. And I think that's something that we have to get better about. Just because someone is speaking to you doesn't mean that what they're saying is not valid. It may not be valid at that time, but don't appreciate the love that they're giving you by them taking time out to invest in you.
And so that's all I was saying, most of the time it doesn't work out when you try to date someone in the same field as you because of the competition level. And, and then if you have a crew working with you or what have you, you're going to have people pulling you all kind of ways. And so you have to be strong. You have to make your foundation strong from day one. That way, those type of things won't be a problem. You know what I mean? Right. Later on down the line. Because I know this also. You were talking about how you want to be on TV and your dreams and your aspirations. I do know this much. Anything that you work towards and you put a lot of work effort into, you will succeed. You just have to stay at it.
Amen.
And you just can't give up. So the more you work at it, the more you are reaching towards your goal. And you may not be where you want to now, but in life, you have to look down the line. And I know they say you're not supposed to worry about tomorrow, but you can definitely dream for tomorrow.
Absolutely.
And strive for what you want for tomorrow. So if you keep putting the work in, you're going to definitely get where you want to go. One day you will get there, but you have to do the work. And that's in anything, relationship, job, anything that you do, you have to put work into it if you want it to succeed.
Absolutely. No doubt about it. No, it's funny because here's the thing. I don't say all my moves out loud, but I will say this: every time I do look at a move on my laptop, I do get excited, and you know, I'll leave it there. There's one particular move that I've been holding on to for a good minute, and I promise you this: that if this does come to fruition, y'all gonna be like, wait, what? You think that big? But you know,
just don't forget the little people, Brainley.
Oh no, absolutely, no, absolutely not. And you know, this is the thing too. I've come to realize is that when your dream finally comes true, the only people who are surprised about it are the people who didn't expect it.
Exactly.
But the dream was not for them.
Yeah.
You know, I think it was Steve Harvey and other people said, why are you so surprised when other people say they don't understand your dream? It's because God didn't give it to them. That's why they didn't understand it.
Exactly.
So, you know, when I am hosting, you know, a primetime show on ABC and, you know, I'm finally in the game and all that type of stuff, they're gonna be like, but you have no agent though.
Right.
How'd you do that? How'd you, when your consistency plus tenacity equals your destiny.
Exactly.
Knowing your knowledge and having the hard work ethic can get you in rooms that your degree can't. Just being honest, because I've always said, you know, your education is something that you have to pay for. Your gift was already paid for.
Right. And no one can take what's for you. Whatever God have for you is for you. And
Absolutely.
however you got to get there, then you're going to get there no matter what. No obstacle can get in your way. You know, no people can get in your way, because if it's for you and that's what your destiny is, then you will reach it, especially if you put some work into it.
Absolutely right.
And so nobody can take what's for you.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct.
And you have to believe in yourself.
That part. You absolutely.
That part. Yeah, definitely. If you believe in you, then everybody else can believe in you. But you have to believe in you first.
Yes. Don't invite me to a party that you're not excited about.
Right. You have to be your number one cheerleader. If you want someone else to believe it, then you have to believe it first.
Yes.
Even when nobody else can see it, you know, only you can see it. Only you know the roadmap. And so, like you said, it will surprise a lot of people because they didn't know you were even trying to go that route, or you wasn't even trying to go that way. But every little step of the road is little pieces of nuggets that you pick up that you're gonna take with you along the way.
Yes.
And I can tell you that from experience also.
Oh, absolutely. No doubt about it. And you know, I think a lot of times when someone finally reaches their dream come true and, you know, they're, you know, posting on all their social medias and stuff, some people are like, well, why is it such a big deal to you? It's like, it's a big deal because you don't understand the journey it took to get here. And I said to a coworker of mine, for the longest time, I have been working so hard to just use a key card to just be on a sound stage. When really, in actuality, I'm not working so hard to be using a card to get onto a sound stage, to walk out to an audience. I've been working so hard to finally be seen. And that's bigger than just being on a sound stage. So it's a lot more mental than anything else when it comes to this thing called life. So,
and even just like Steve Harvey, you know, he was 40 or 50 years old before he actually got to where he wanted to go.
Right.
And so nothing happens overnight. And so, you know, you just have to keep reaching for your goal. And, you know, the more things you do, the more things you'll take with you. And the more it will become, you know, even things that you don't understand, you'll understand them later on.
Correct.
And you'll, you know, even obstacles, you'll be like, well, why did this happen to me? What happened? You know, all of it is a learning experience, and all of it is something that you're going to be using later on. And some things you don't understand, but you'll understand them later.
Right.
of why this had to happen this way. And you can't get discouraged, and just because something don't go your way doesn't mean that you have to give up, because like I said, any dream that you have is not going to be easy to get there to the end of the rainbow. It's going to take a lot of work and a lot of effort, and sometimes it take a long time and sometimes it don't. Sometimes people blow up overnight.
Right.
But I also know this: as fast as they blew up, some people go right back down too. That happened in the 70s. I mean, in the 80s and 90s. Look at all the R&B stars that blew up quickly. A lot of people, the singers, they're a great prime example of that. Some people, they'll have like a one hit wonder, and then that's it. And then they just give up and don't try to do anything else. And just because you can't sing anymore, it doesn't mean that you can't go over there and go work on the keyboard. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
You can, just because you're not on front stage doesn't mean that you can't work behind the scenes. And I noticed that's what Cat Williams did. A lot of people didn't want to give him an opportunity. He's just now getting Netflix specials, but all this time, Cat been writing for other people.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing other projects. So just because your dream, even if your dream doesn't come to what you want it to be, you still could be in the scene. You just, sometimes you have to be behind the scene in order to get where you're going. That's all.
Absolutely. It's no doubt. It's no doubt about that. And I will always say this: every company has problems, but not every company gets solutions.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can recognize that, you can be anything that you want to be. You know what I mean? And sometimes the path to get there is difficult, but nobody said the road would be easy. Because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. You know what I mean? So it's a struggle, but out of struggle comes joy eventually. But you have to have that mindset that until I get to that ending of my joy, I have to have joy as I'm on my way to the joy. So
that's right. And also too, you're gonna have to recognize too, a lot of time people are gonna be in your life for a season. Everybody is not in your life to be there forever. Some people just in your life just to help you out with this one little thing, and then they drop off. So you have to be able to recognize all of that. And you don't need to be the smartest one on the team. You always need a team behind you, because what you don't know, someone else might know for you. And so I never want to be the smartest one in the room, ever.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you always want to form with somebody that's smarter than you. And to me, to be successful, you always got to get people that's smarter than you.
That's it.
And when you think you know everything, that's when everything gonna stop for you. So those are just little tidbits that I know of.
Absolutely. No, I so appreciate your energy, and thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing and listen. I try my very best to just give good energy with Virtual Tour Live. I know that with this show, a lot of times, the world can get to us. You know what I mean? And sometimes you don't know where to be able to fall. But I've come to recognize that even though I may not be on the Oprah Winfrey Network, doesn't mean that I don't have a voice.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I look at it like this: 1,580 people. Now we break that down. That's 1,580 thoughts, opportunities, blessings, connections, laughs, tears. That's 1,000 different ways to look at that. So, and I always have said this: just because you're not being seen by everybody doesn't mean you're not getting seen.
Exactly.
So I appreciate you for that.
And social media has really made it so easy for everybody. It's really been the gift that's keep on giving.
Yes.
You know, because back in the day, you wouldn't even got this far if it wasn't for social media. So I just feel like, you know, social media is such a great tool for everybody. For anybody who want to be in the media world and want to get seen, social media definitely is the key.
Yeah.
And it's like school. You need those bullies to help you get on the right track. You need that dissension. You need all of that. I really wish, you know, and I'm not saying this to be facetious, but I feel like they need to, you know, kind of let up on that bullying a little bit, because you need to be bullied as a kid so you can know how to make it in life.
That part.
Because if everything is all peaches and cream and rosy for you, how are you going to handle conflict and trials and tribulations when you get older?
Mm-hmm. No, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right.
So go ahead and take the hate and strive also. Whatever comes your way, use it, all of it as an educational. Use all of it for education and to your benefit. Make lemons out of lemonade. I mean, make lemonade out of lemons. Let me switch that around, y'all. It's definitely make lemonade out of lemons, because trust me, everything that you go through is a reason for it, and it's up to you to utilize it the way that you need to utilize it. Even when people do you wrong, don't worry about it. Just keep striving and doing what you're doing, and don't worry about when somebody do something to you.
No, absolutely. You know, it's funny because I've evolved on getting, you know, revenge on people. Because my friends were like, Braylon, so what are you gonna do when you make it? I'm like, let me tell you something unique about my industry. My industry is the one industry where I ain't gotta do nothing. Not a doggone thing. Because when Braylon Lee makes it on ABC for a primetime show to host it, you do realize I gotta go on Good Morning America.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go on Live. I gotta go on Tamron. I gotta go on The View. I gotta go on GMA3.
Right.
I gotta do a press tour. So why try to get revenge on somebody when they gotta sit there and watch me on their screen? I ain't gotta do nothing. And when the world sees your greatness and they can't do shit about it, you've won.
That's right.
Well, I'm gonna get revenge on somebody where I'm in the biggest industry where all I gotta do is show up and they promote. Where they do that at? Right. That's called mental revenge. It's a little more savage because you rest in your peace.
Right. And I love haters. I really do. I love it when somebody, because that's a challenge for me. And you need people. You need people in your life like that to make you better.
Absolutely, you do.
And if you, and the whole thing about it is, if you don't get any haters and you don't get any pushback, that means you're not that important. You're not doing much. The only time people start trying to tear you down is when you're coming up. Because if you're on the bottom already, they don't have to do much to tear you down. You're already down there. But when you're going up and they try to tear you down, that should be motivation for you to even go up higher.
That part.
That part. And I used to love it when people used to hate on me, because I really would give you a reason to hate me. And I wasn't doing it purposely. It's just who you are, you know. Some people just hate you for who you are. You don't have to do anything to them, because they're not where you are and they see that you're going up. And, you know, it's a lot of people in the world like that, unfortunately. And so that's all I'm saying, you know, just use that as motivation.
Absolutely.
And if you're not getting any haters, if you don't get anybody, no dissension or hateration, or, you know, if you don't get anybody, if nobody talk about you, then that lets you know you're not doing enough. You only get talked about when you're going up high.
Right.
And the higher you go, the more people gonna talk. Good, bad, and in between.
Right.
So that's all. Those are just little nuggets that I've learned along the way and then with my journey, you know. I've worked around the public a lot, and so I know people. I know how the public is, and so they can be very, very mean sometimes. And sometimes the public is gonna uplift you, and sometimes the public's gonna root for you, but a lot of times they're not. And you'll see, the higher you go, you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see how many people. The more people you get on your side, the more people you're gonna have not on your side.
Right.
Those numbers are both going to fluctuate. Both of those numbers are going to shoot up immediately, no matter what platform you're on.
Correct.
And so that's just my little 2 cents in.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being up here. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here because, for one, I got to clean up my place just a little bit. And then I got to get ready for tonight's primetime edition of Virtual Tour Live. But I've appreciated everything you said. I said what I said. And the best thing I would say to you is keep being you. Keep that well of wisdom just building and building and building. And also, too, I often say this too to everybody that be proud of how far you've come.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we do that enough. You know what I mean? I think everything is in the eye of the beholder of success. And have I been upset before about not being, on TV? Sure. And being where I need to be. Also, too, I recognize that sometimes it may not have been the time. And also, too, what investment have I not done to myself? But in the same token, though, like I said, I've been seeing 88,000 times on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody is going to get to that. So be grateful for where you are, because if you're grateful for where you are, just imagine the blessings to come for where you're going.
Exactly.
So, thank you so much.
You got to do the work. You got to do the work.
That part right there. There. Thank you so much, beautiful. I appreciate you.
And I appreciate you to let me come on your platform.
Oh, it's no problem. No problem at all.
And I'm going to wish you good luck.
Thank you.
And I don't really think you need the luck, though. I don't think you need that, though. I'm just going to say I'm going to watch you as you grow, because you have the work ethic. You have the where to. You know where you're going. It's nothing that's you're not undecided. So I really feel like whatever dream that you're dreaming, I believe you're gonna achieve it, because you're doing the work. And so that's the main thing. Just keep doing the work, and you'll get where you want to go. And I'll be rooting for you all the way. And I do appreciate you letting me come up here.
It is no problem at all. Thank you, beautiful, so much. We'll talk soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See, y'all, that is how YouTube is supposed to work. Good times had by all. With that being said, y'all enjoy the rest of your day. We did the beautiful good news story of the day. I think we did it. I think we did. What was it? Yes, the cannabis. Yes, we did that. All right, y'all. Enjoy the fireworks for the day that is coming your way. I will see y'all tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern for Virtual Tour Live Primetime Edition. One love, much love, all love. Bye, everybody. I'll see you soon. Enjoy the fireworks. Bye.